Are we getting the picture now? Is it forming in your mind properly? Are you finding ways you want to change your life? Because that's the whole point of this video. You'll become what you think about the most. Your success or failure in anything depends on your mind's programming. What you accept from others and what you say when you talk to yourself. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Parakleta, and on this channel we talk about how to live a limitless life using the laws of the universe. You see, the subject of programming in the whole law of attraction thing is something I love to talk about because it's like the heart and soul of the success of your manifestation. So it will be my utmost pleasure to talk about this today. Well, let's get right into it. Your mind's programming began from birth. The person you are now is a result of years of programming. 95% of who you are by the time you're 35 years old is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, hardwired attitudes, beliefs, and perception. That means that our lives have been run by programs, whether or not we were the ones that programmed it. That's scary. Mostly if you're not the one that programmed it, which is the case for almost everybody. And I'm here to help you fix that. Programs usually come into place by repetition. Programs are formed by repetition. In the previous video, we talked about how your subconscious mind is a database and how it stores all the information for future use. A program is also a set of information that your life runs by, and it's stored in the subconscious mind. If you haven't watched the last video, I'll drop the link in the description, and I think I'll link it up here. So basically, a program is a memorized set of behaviors, emotional reactions, unconscious habits, perceptions, beliefs, hardwired attitudes, all that stuff. Most of our actions are as a result of programs. And if you don't believe me, I'll tell you a story. Sometime last month, we were repairing the water in our house, so it was turned off. While doing the dishes as usual, I was not really conscious about it because I've washed dishes for almost all my life. No, not all my life now, but for a good number of years, right? So I don't really need to be conscious about it. I always found myself trying to turn on the tap, even though I knew pretty well that there was no water. That's a sign of a hardwired program. I did that more than 10 times in the space of 10 minutes, because even though I tried to remember that there wasn't water, right, I still found myself turning on that knob because it's a program. My mind, my subconscious mind, has memorized the fact that if you want water, turn the knob, right? So that's what I found myself doing. That is an example of a program in your life, okay? You could take a look at your life and find where different programs are put into play in your life. Programs are formed through repetition. If an action has been done over and over again, then it's going to be impressed in your subconscious mind and become a program that your life runs by. As simple as that. There are good and bad programs in relation to your life. A good program is one that betters your life, and a bad program is what that makes your life horrible. So you might be wondering, Kleta, now that I know what a program is, now that I have found out different places in my life that are programmed, probably not by me, how can I reprogram my mind? Don't worry, I've got you. But before we start talking about that, if you've enjoyed this video so far, please give a like. And also, if you haven't subscribed, thank you. I'm waiting for you to like, please. Thank you. To reprogram your mind means you want to change something, right? And to create a new mental program, you have to identify the change you want to make. After you've identified the change you want to make, then you now have to pick a method in which you want to reprogram your mind, which could be subliminals, which are like messages that bypass your conscious mind and go straight to your subconscious mind, or affirmations, positive affirmations that are in line with what you want to change to, or coaching, self-hypnosis, and those are the methods. Another thing you need to do to make a change in your life, a change in your mental program, is to change your personality. Yes, I know you didn't expect that, but yes, you need to change your personality to reprogram your mind. Because your personality is everything. What's your personality? It's basic: how you think, how you act, and how you feel. So if you could change those three things and do it over and over again, because your personality is what is present now. I am displaying my personality of, well, I don't know. If you could change your personality to be in line with what you want to change your life to, then guess what? Your manifestation is on its way to you. With your personality in line with the change you want to make, your subconscious mind is going to rewrite your mind's program to align with the change you want to make. I hope that made sense. Your personality creates your personal reality. Now, do we get why we need to change our personalities? And also, you will never, yes, I said never be able to change your personal reality if you don't change your personality. There is no way it can happen. You have to become another person. And who is that other person? Someone who is in line with the changes that he wants to make or she wants to make. Are we getting the picture now? Is it forming in your mind properly? Are you finding ways you want to change your life? Because that's the whole point of this video. I'm really passionate about this because I've seen it work for myself. I've seen it work for others I know. Why shouldn't you know it? Life is simple. Yes, I said that. Life is simple. You become what you think about the most. Your success or failure in anything, large or small, depends on your mental programming, and that mental programming is formed by your personality. Okay, personality, mental programming, hand in hand. You can't pick one and drop the other. You have to have both of them. Okay, if you had the personality of someone who has a multi-billion-dollar business, how would you talk? How would you walk? What will you post on social media? That is the personality. That's what needs to change. Because when you start behaving like that, your mind is like, that's a different thing. We need to match up to these personalities. We need to match up to these behaviors. Do you understand? So that's how your mental programming changes. The way you see yourself changes. The way you talk to yourself changes. And funny thing is, when what you say to yourself changes, what people say to you also changes, because other people outside there are a pushed out version of you. Finally, I would leave you with the step-by-step way your mental programming moves and becomes results, the way you want to see it, how changing your mental programming affects your results. Your mental programming creates beliefs. Your beliefs create your attitude. Your attitude determines your feelings. And your feelings now, in turn, determine your actions. Are you seeing where it's going to now? Those actions, in turn, bring about results. So are you seeing how we journeyed from mental programming to results? It's that. That is the holy grail. That's what you need to know about changing your life. You need to change your mental programming. That's the way any change at all, any change you want to see in your life can come into your life. Just change your mental programming about it. Alright, baby? Change it. How do we change it? With what? Personality. So go start working on your personalities. And that'll be it for today. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, be sure to smash the like button and leave a comment down below for me. Also, share this video with someone who really needs to hear this, okay? You can't be greedy. See you next week. Bye bye.